We've spoken at length about every country feeling like it needs a domestic chip industry for geopolitical reasons, but increasingly, countries have also seen what's been happening in places like Ukraine and other places and are like, we need our own satellite internet as well. We need our own Starlink. China is hard at work deploying their own system, and now the EU has signed a deal to build the 10.6 billion euro Iris² satellite internet network to rival Starlink, with 61% of the project funded publicly, starting operations, or at least planning to start, in 2030, quoting the FT. The Iris² multi-orbit constellation is Europe's third major infrastructure project in space after the Galileo navigation system and Copernicus, the world's largest Earth observation network. It was announced 2 years ago with the dual aim of providing sovereign, secure communication services to EU member states, while also reviving the bloc's flagging space sector with a cutting-edge project. Timo Pensanen, the Commission's Director General for Defense, Industry and Space, underlined the strategic importance for Europe of having its own space-based communication network. Autonomous and secure connectivity was, quote, imperative for the EU, he said. Iris² underpins our strategic autonomy and defense capacity, promotes our competitiveness, and energizes public and private sectors' cooperation, he added. Iris², which includes European space and communications companies Airbus, Deutsche Telekom, Telespazio, and Thales, among others, will have a 12-year concession to design, build, and operate Iris², end quote. And quoting TechCrunch, first announced in 2022, Iris², Infrastructure for Resilience, Interconnectivity, and Security by Satellite, is a public-private partnership whose initial cost, estimated at 6 billion euros, leapt 76% through a fraught negotiation process. In the end, the program will be 61% funded from the public purse. An industry consortium called Iris², selected in October, is making up the difference. This grouping includes French satellite giant Eutelsat, which merged with European rival OneWeb back in 2022. Elon Musk's Starlink, meanwhile, already has some 6,000 satellites in orbit, recently passed 4 million subscribers, and has major deals with the likes of Royal Caribbean and United Airlines. It's also gearing up to launch a direct-to-phone service with T-Mobile, end quote. And quoting Engadget, though most of the satellite's work capacity will be used to provide commercial broadband services, a significant part is dedicated to security and crisis management. Most of the satellites are planned for a low Earth orbit, but some will be in a medium Earth orbit, end quote.